Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go, here we go.
They send a man in motion. Penix here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Got a man, it's London. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Brought in right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 14. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Penix now on 1st down. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, shot.
And again, it's Penix. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready?
Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the 1st. It's 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Come on, set.
Trying for it with Penix. He brings it in. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Get up.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Has it down close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Man in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's got Watson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. 1 quarter gone and up. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Secures this at massive hit. The ball is out. And they steal it back on the return.
Well, I'm pretty sure this Kate, special teams coach, going to have a long talk with him after that one. You can get as creative as you want, but you can't give away the ball. You can't lose yardage. And you start turning the ball over like that, you're not going to be returning punts much longer.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He breaks the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Love from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Love. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. He spins right by him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they take him down right along the 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the 28. Pitts brings it in. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Andrew and Cooper takes it away. And the Packers see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Packers with the football. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
60 back. Here we go. Last thing, 19. 19 Lions.
Love out of the shotgun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Forced out to his right. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Penix on 1st down. That's incomplete left side.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, here's Penix. Hits him on the in route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
19, Tiger. Go.
Third down, it's Penix. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Buys time, rolling right. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Divine Diablo.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Penix here from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take the lead just before halftime. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. First down throw. Here's Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Thrown on first down, Love. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Here we go.
Back to throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, That is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Come 19! Come 19! Go street!
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Edger and Cooper takes it away. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Divine Diablo there on the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They stick with Jacobs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Let's go! Have the 60, have the 60.
2nd and 8. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Takes the handoff, now Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. DeMarco Hellams there on the stop.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's got it at the 6. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the red zone now. He's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Packers take the lead right away in half number 2. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Diving right side. Got it. He touches him down with a great pickup, and it's good for a first. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He's on the move. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's back to throw. He's got it to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Penix. Escapes out to the left. Has it down close. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Penix. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Let's go. Go.
They'll throw it again. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now trail by just a point in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Jaden Reed, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. His return starts at the 5. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Love back to it after the pick. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 1. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. On now is McManus to kick this away. McLeod now returning it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
It's now 2nd and
10. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go now.
To the air with Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
They send the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. That finds Jacobs complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He'll throw it. On the move, headed right. Caught by the open man. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Looking right, and he finds him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Packers in range for a game-winning score. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Jacobs running behind center. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Jacobs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Packers have taken the lead late. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Setting up to pass. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
He's throwing for it. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a stand, and they'll keep a 1-point lead with only seconds to play. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win.